Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So this Future Trunks event has gotten a revamp. With that, we've gotten several new free-to-play units who are pretty good. If you want to go ahead and rainbow them, I don't think that's the worst idea ever. So we have, what, 12 stages. The Future category gives it extra drop rates. So previously in the past, I know people have really struggled to get these Future Gohan medals and the Android medals. Well, those problems are a thing of the past now. It's very easy. We have 4 free-to-play units you can get from here. The Future Androids, Future Gohan, as well as this Trunks, who's going to get an EZA through Extreme Z area very, very soon. All 4 of them do seem good enough to rainbow to me. The only one we're not really too sure about yet, and then of course, like the OG Future Gohan and Super Vegeta awaken from this event as well. We don't know how good this Trunks is going to be yet. We will know, we'll probably get a data download in a couple of days. I think the data download will contain both Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken Goku's EZA, as well as that Trunks. Now, here's the thing. If you are a JP player right now, also, I love this first stage because this goes over in the future something that's only briefly mentioned by Trunks when he shows up in Dragon Ball Z, about how, in his timeline, Goku is the one who actually does, instant transmission down and takes care of Frieza and King Cold. Goku does tell that directly to Trunks in Dragon Ball Z as well. Like, oh, I was just about to make my move, but I felt you show up and you were about to clown on him, so I don't need to do anything. So see, there he is. Boom, Goku shows up, and then he kills both Frieza and King Cold, right? Which is, pretty cool. That Trunks that's going to get in the Extreme Z area. Right now, we have no details about what's going to happen with his Extreme Z area. We don't know, which units are going to be, like, gated, or, which ones you're going to have to use, or anything like that. The only thing I would guess, it's going to be related to the Future category, right? So I highly encourage JP players, and global players too, you can pre-farm the physical Super Saiyan Gohan if you want. Well, he's base form on global right now until the event gets the revamp, but you can go ahead and pre-farm some of those Gohans. That definitely could help you out. Plus, the Int Super Saiyan Gohan, he's base form as a TUR, then he transforms, right? He, of course, is farmable through that Future Gohan as well, so, you can get a head start on that if you want. But I imagine that physical Super Saiyan Gohan and both Future Androids, and actually probably that Int Trunks, who's going to get the EZA from the Extreme Z area, I bet all 4 of them, they might all 4 actually be required for the event. I do think there's at least a reasonable chance that will happen, so you do want to make sure to get that done. Now, again, people, oh, so bad. It's not that big of a deal, because, like, I've already done a couple of runs. I mean, we're going to see, obviously I'm bringing, one of the best, like, farming teams you can bring to this, right? Wait, do you still get the gravity chambers? Did they take that away? I quickly scrolled through the rewards list. I can't remember, but this stage right here used to be amazing for farming up gravity chambers. I wonder if they took that away. That would be kind of butt cheeks if they took that away, honestly. And then some of these stages right here, I do actually like in this event because, like, it's talking about stuff that's going on, kind of like, okay, so, like, Goku died, right? And then, like, the stuff that is not really, like, shown to us. So, like, this is where, Gohan is training with Piccolo, and then Piccolo is going to knock Gohan out and then go fly off to fight the androids, but he doesn't bring Gohan with him because he knows what's going to happen. Piccolo's flying off to die against the androids, right? Like, it's literally the same thing that Gohan does years later for Trunks right here, right? So, like, oh, the androids show up. I can't let them just die, Gohan. Gonna have to head in there. And then Piccolo's like, yep, sorry, my boy, you ain't coming. Boop, sit down. And there we go. And then Piccolo flies off to his death, right? Man, dude, the Trunks special, that, like, is so good. Like, all that stuff with Trunks and Future Gohan, like, Future Gohan's fights with the androids in that TV special are just, like, so good. Like, both that one and the Bardock one, I think both of those just have far better quality in them Yeah, okay, you can still grind it here. Wow, so it's even better to grind this gravity chamber now from this stage, by the way, because now there's, you know, the category drop rate bonus. That's huge, dude. Wow, okay. I'm probably, you know, maybe activate your boost feature or something like that. You could potentially get like 6 gravity chambers in one run. Remember, those give double experience. Like, that's monstrous. And then here's a similar situation where I think the androids must be attacking West City, and then Vegeta's like, hey, you know, get Bulma and Trunks out of here. You know, your boy, I'm going to have to go fly over and do some business with them. And obviously we know what happens to Vegeta. You know, all the Z fighters are taken down. But yeah, getting back to the Extreme Z area. You just want to be ready for it, because here's the thing. Like, I know a lot of people don't like it. Like, that's fine if you don't like it, but it looks like this is like a permanent thing now. Like they're moving forward with Extreme Z areas. It's not like it was not a one and done thing. So, you know, you're gonna want to have some of these free to play units farmed up in advance, like, or you know, like, I guess a lot of people don't like wasting the stamina, or maybe they don't have time to play or whatever it is. Like, yeah, I do get it, but you know, they're definitely expecting you now to farm up these free to play units. And it's easier than ever though. So like this stage, I think this stage drops. This stage drops, I think, Android 17 right here. And you're gonna see, like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get like 4 or 5 copies of him. Like, that's what happens running through these events right now with this like full future team. No, this isn't it. No, I'm pretty sure this is the stage that drops 17. So I guess we just got really unlucky right there, because like I already farmed up my Future Gohan super attack. And like I was getting like 4 copies of Future Gohan every single run. Like, there was not even one run where I got less than, I think, 3 copies of Future Gohan. So it's like Future Gohan, it seems like to me, all versions of Future Gohan have one of the easiest grinds in the game now. Yeah, yeah, this was the stage where you get Android 17 from, so we just got unlucky right there. It's okay, it happens. This right here, this is the stage where you grind Future Gohan. And he's going to drop, like, you know, 5 copies at a time. I think, man, I must have just gotten so unlucky right there, going up against that 17 stage. That's actually kind of surprising. I pulled it up on the Dokkan Wiki. Looks like the Dokkan Wiki doesn't completely have the revamp all the way done on there. Because, like, you know, all the new, like fights and stuff that are in here. The other thing, too, is there is also some new art in this event for what appears to be BoJack Trunks. Now, we already did have previously some art for BoJack Trunks when the BoJack story event got a revamp a couple of months ago, which for, again, some reason no one in the world knows. Why is it not on global? I don't know. No one knows why the event has not been put up on global. Yeah, so there are 5 copies of Future Gohan. Like, it's so easy. And again, I wouldn't recommend putting orbs, like, okay, how can I say this? Future Gohan, I think, and the 2 androids are good enough to put orbs into if you want to, but I would not put them in with the intent of using them for Extreme Z area until we confirm that we do need them, right? So I would, like, tell everyone, go ahead and farm all this stuff. Like, you know, farm their dupe paths, get them the SA-10. Just because you open up their dupe paths does not mean you have to rainbow them, right? Like me, for example, I have every single Super Strike with all dupe paths unlocked, but I've only rainbowed a couple of them. And then here we go. Here's, you know, where the androids attack the amusement park, and Future Gohan, you know, does the gut punch, you know, not, well, I think in the special, he just, like, chops Trunks in the back of the neck, or the back of the head, I believe is what he does. And then he flies off, and of course that is Gohan's final battle. What always annoys me about that final battle is, like, Gohan is doing exceptionally well. Like, he's beasting on both of the androids, right? Like, he's beating their ass. Like, he gets in the Kamehameha clash with them. Like, they're both combining together to shoot a blast, and, like, Gohan is matched up evenly with them. And then, like, that happens, and then they just, like, hit him once, and then they just, like, start shooting blasts at him, and he dies. Like, it's like, I always wish we could have seen a lot more of that fight, because it's, like, that is honestly, like, such an iconic moment. Like, you know, Gohan dying, and then leading into Trunks' transformation, which I thought was one of the best transformations in the series. Trunks, you know, going Super Saiyan over Future Gohan's dead body. And another reason it's a bit disappointing for me is because the whole point of the androids, right? I don't think it's not necessarily that they were like 35 times stronger than like Gohan and a lot of the Z fighters, but the point is that they never tire, right? They have infinite energy, whereas like, you know, the whole point of Super Saiyan at that time is it was very unstable for like, you know, Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, all of them. Like that Super Saiyan form, it wasn't something that they could just maintain constantly. So, you know, them going up against the androids with this unmastered, unperfected form, and then they quickly burn out and then get bodied, right? But I do feel like the special could have done a little bit of a better job of showing that. I think the fight could have gone on for a couple more minutes. But, you know, that's basically just like a small nitpick I have, just because like that's, again, right here, like that's an iconic moment right there. I remember Dragon Ball Super kind of like redrew it and like put like you know, like redid scenes of that in some of those episodes of the Future Trunks arc, and it looked so awful compared to the original Trunks special. Like I was like cringing, like, dude, it's just, oh, like the atmosphere in that Trunks movie, especially when Trunks transforms, like, bro, come on, like that, it's just, it's crazy, it's nuts. Okay, continuing on, I think this might be the stage where we get Android 18. You know, Android 18, of course, both Android 18 and 17 are good, right? Hey, there's the Future Bulma item. That's funny. The other thing, too, I guess a little bit disappointing. So this outfit Trunks has on right now, that's not the actual outfit Trunks has on in the special when he fights the androids right here. He has a unique outfit. So, like, that's another, like, Trunks card, a Super Saiyan. Well, I guess that one they would probably call Team Trunks, right? So he would be in, like, the same class as, like, LR Physical Trunks. But, like, that, they could make another Trunks in that outfit right there, right? Like, I know, in Dragon Ball Legends, I believe there is some equipment of Trunks where he's in that outfit in his battle against the androids. See, that one, honestly, is... that fight does a better job, too, of illustrating exactly why Trunks can't beat the androids at that time. Because he's sort of fighting... He does not do nearly as good as Gohan, by the way. Like, Gohan is beating the androids' ass for a while. Trunks is just, like... He's just, like, hanging in there, like, the whole time. Like, that's basically it. So, like, Trunks has this moment where he shoots, like, 50 energy blasts in a row at the androids, and, like, he's, like, so exhausted and stuff. And then, like, the smoke clears, and they're just standing there looking at him, and he's like, dog, I can't do this. Yo, what is... That moment is crazy. Yo, man. Oh, that's, like... I really enjoy, like, Dokkan, like, going through these story events and stuff like that, because, like, again, that Trunks special, like, I watched that, like, 500 times, like, in my teenage years. Like, that was something I had on repeat all the time. Again, wow, okay, so here I am going on, oh, the new category bonus. Just grind up the cards. It's no big deal, you lazy bums. And then, like, on both of the Android stages, we got completely shafted. That's crazy. I don't know what to tell y'all. We got completely shafted right there, because that was the stage that drops Android 18, and we got absolutely nothing in it. Oh, well. So, we're going to keep going with the event, right? So now, at this point, the event has pretty much completed all of the, like, history of Trunks sort of stuff. And now, here's where it kind of moves into, like, the Cell Saga a little bit. Like, it kind of does, like, some cliff notes of the Cell Saga, which is interesting because they did finally give us, you know, like, the Cell Saga story event, the Cell Games story event. Pretty soon, we're going to be moving into that Buu Saga stuff story event. I mean, it's really interesting because, like, Dokkan, we've really caught up. Like, if you just think about story events, right? We really have caught up on almost everything. Like, there's the Saiyan Saga story event. Like, it goes all the way up to the Buu Saga now. All of Dragon Ball Z is covered in story events up until the Buu Saga as of this moment. So, I'm sure we'll probably get 2 or 3 story events that'll cover the entirety of the Buu Saga. Honestly, they could probably get it done in 2, but, you know, if they gave the Android/Cell Saga 3, then I do think they can give the Buu Saga 3 as well. Also, by the way, I really want a Dokkan battle, like a Dokkan Fest exclusive battle in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber stage. Look how cool this looks. Like, this is exactly how the Hyperbolic Time Chamber looks in, is it Budokai 3 I'm thinking of? Or like Budokai 2? Like, the Budokai series kind of looks like this. Like, this just looks so cool. Like, They can give us a Gotenks Dokkan Fest boss fight where some of the fight is inside the hyperbolic time chamber. I think that would be really cool. Honestly, some sort of transforming Gotenks, or I guess fusing Trunks and Goten or something like that. I don't know. I guess it could be like a Kid Goten card, right? That just like fuses into Gotenks. Like it doesn't have to be like Trunks and Goten since we've already got one of those. But oh, you know what they could do? So we have LR Trunks and Goten, right? They could give us Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten who fuse into Gotenks. Like that's an easy way they could do that. That would be crazy because they would probably link up incredibly with LR Trunks and Goten. So that would be, man, those, because LR Trunks and Goten, they've aged a little bit just in the fact that they don't have a lot of defense before they attack, right? You do want to be careful with them sometimes. They can kind of get smacked around, but they still hit incredibly hard. Trunks and Goten, you easily can have them sitting in the 4 million range, 5 million range, I think. Like, I think they can get just to about 5 million. And Trunks and Goten, they're one of the LRs that usually has the easiest time 18 key super attacking as well. Like, he has never been an issue for LR Trunks and Goten. So if we then got a perfect linking partner with them, that would be, I would really, really be down with that. So, like, we could finish up the Buu Saga and story events. Now, Dragon Ball Super, they've already completely done. Like, they've done everything in Dragon Ball Super. Like, there's only, like, the small little arc, like, people call it, like, the little arc of peace or whatever, between the Future Trunks arc and then the Universal Survival arc. Remember where, like, there's a Great Saiyaman episode. There's the episode where Goku and Krillin go to get the herb or whatever, and they fight all the old, villains from Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. But, like, think about it. Battle of Gods is a story event. Resurrection F is already one. Future Trunks arc, Universal Survival arc has 3 different events tied to it. Like, they're all already done. And then we even have the Vegeta story event, which is basically the Battle of Gods version of the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Like, that's already in there. So Dragon Ball Super is done. Dragon Ball GT is also done because we finally did get the Shadow Dragon Saga story. We have the Super 17 story we just got last year. We have all the Baby Saga stuff, Black Star Dragon Ball stuff. That's all completely done. And then Dragon Ball GT, we even got the one movie, the Goku Jr. special has been done. So Dragon Ball GT for story events is completely done. Like, they could revamp it or add new units to it or something like that, but all the story events have already been created, right? Same thing with Dragon Ball Super. Even, the one movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? That's already there. So, really, the only things they have left to do for story events is to cover, I think Path to Power is the one Dragon Ball movie they have not done. A lot of Dragon Ball itself they could do story events for, which I would not be opposed against. Like, big time cards of some of these units, like, I don't know, the Red Ribbon Army and stuff like that. I would totally be okay with that. So we need, like, pretty much story events for, like, all of Dragon Ball, right? And then some of the Dragon Ball Z movies we would still need stories for. So I do, because of the fact that almost everything has completely been done now with story events, I do think we're probably going to start getting into some of these characters who have not yet arrived into Dokkan, such as Dr. Willow and Garlic Jr. from the first 2 Dragon Ball Z movies, right? They should be coming. I mean, I imagine in a year's time, both Garlic Jr. and Dr. Willow should be in Dokkan. Unless Dragon Ball Super is literally about to come right back. Which, because, once Dragon Ball Super comes out, I don't know, Moro, like when Moro shows up in the anime, there's a good chance Moro will be in Dokkan, like, a week later or something like that, right? Like, remember how Dokkan treats Dragon Ball Super? So the second Dragon Ball Super comes back, there's a lot more, like, excitement, I think, that will come to Dokkan. But, okay, let's see. So there's the final Dragon Ball movie is a story event. The first 2 Dragon Ball Z movies they need to do, because that's the Dead Zone and whatchamacallit, what is it called? World's Strongest. Ooh, also they could then do the Garlic Jr. filler arc from Dragon Ball Z. That could also become a story event. I'm sure that they will do that actually. After they get the movie 1 Garlic Jr. in there, they probably will do the story event as well for the filler arc. Because, I mean, Copy Vegeta, they gave Copy Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super a story event, right? Which still has to come to Global, hopefully it will soon. Okay, so continuing on. Movie 3 is Turles, he has a story event. Lord Slug got one. The first Cooler movie has one. The second Cooler movie has one. Then we get to Super Android 13, who also does not have a story event. We continue on. Broly. Broly's first movie has one. BoJack's event just got revamped, so he's done. The second Broly movie event has one. Bio Broly has one. Fusion Reborn does not. So there you go. So as insane as that sounds, there is not a story event for Fusion Reborn, the Gogeta and Janemba movie. So there y'all go. Whenever we get LR Janemba, or I mean, I guess they could just give us a straight up LR Super Saiyan Gogeta, huh? Because we don't have one of those. Just straight up Super Saiyan Gogeta LR. They could do either that or LR Janemba. Like, that, I think, would be worthy of a dual Dokkan Festival, to be honest. Like, that would be super hype. And LR Janemba is actually one of my most anticipated cards, because based upon what they did with Int Janemba, I think LR Janemba could, like, easily be the best unit in the game. Like, because they'll make him probably a perfect combo of offense and defense, the way they did with Int Janemba's EZA. So LR Janemba, I think, would be outstanding. And here's the thing, Janemba has such unique abilities that I think his super attack animations might look the best in the game as well. Like, think about how incredible, like, Janemba's teleportation looks so cool, the way he, like, you know, turns into those cubes, and then he kind of, like, attacks through those portals and stuff like that. Like, you have a super attack, like, you know, there's some moment where he's fighting Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and, like, he kind of, like, you know, does the cube teleport, and then all of a sudden his hand is in front of Goku's chest, and, like, Janemba materializes and then just, like, shoots a blast at Goku. Like, that would be an incredible super attack animation, and, yeah. LR Janemba, we've been getting shafted with Ki this whole video, by the way. I've been noticing this, like, constantly we're getting shafted with Ki. But LR Janemba would just be outstanding. I could not wait for that. So, you know, we'll kind of see what happens. I don't know what's actually going to be next for Dokkan, because at the end of November, Dokkan always does new Dragon Ball Heroes cards, right? And we know Global now has the Dragon Ball Heroes cards. So what does that mean? Well, I mean, that means to me that they could start doing Dokkan Fest exclusives. So maybe JP will move into a Dokkan Festival exclusive at the end of October or beginning of November, right? I'm hoping that there's not an LR this month. I'm so tired of getting crushed summoning for LRs. I just really appreciate a break from LRs for a little bit, Dokkan. But, you know, we can move into another Dokkan Fest exclusive. Let's say a transforming Majin Vegeta, right? Let's just go with that as the first Buu Saga Dokkan Festival exclusive. I think everyone can agree that Majin Vegeta is probably the earliest super hype character in the Buu Saga, right? So, like, you know, you get him as a Dokkan Fest exclusive in there. They probably also could do Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like, in the Great Saiyaman outfit. I do think that would work as well. Like, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, or however they want to call that. I think that would be a fine Dokkan Fest exclusive also. But, like, we just got 500 Gohan Dokkan Fest exclusive, so, you know, we'll see. But, so let's say we just do, you know, beginning of the Buu Saga celebration, transforming Majin Vegeta, right? Then at the end of the month, oh, by the way, we always get a teaser for it, too. There's always a Dragon Ball Heroes stream at the end of October. We 100% will, you know, that'll happen again, and it'll tease what the units will be for Dokkan. If you guys remember 2 years ago, they did tease Super Saiyan 3 Trunks and Super Saiyan 3 Gohan and Darkness Toa. And then last year, they did tease all the new units that we were going to get, like Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku, Xeno Vegeta, Mira, all of them. Like, they showed them all. They always do that. So, probably at the end of October, we can know if we're going to have a Dragon Ball Heroes Dokkan Fest exclusive, which I think they could. And there's just... There's 1,000 options, honestly. Like, we're talking... And, like, they could start doing... They could do story events. They could start adapting some of the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff. Like, dog, like, it's gonna get wild if Dokkan starts... Like, Dokkan is literally never gonna die once they start doing that stuff. Like, that's why, like, I've always been saying I have no concern about Heroes coming to Global. If you guys look, watch my videos for the past years, I've been saying I still think Heroes will come to Global, because once they do Dokkan Fest exclusives for Heroes characters, the money becomes infinite. Like, it doesn't even... If Dragon Ball Super is done forever, it doesn't matter if they're doing Heroes characters in Dokkan, because they have infinite content. There's so much stuff there. Like, you know, they got, like, Majin BoJack, you know, Great Ape Golden Gogeta. Like, there's never-ending content for Dragon Ball Heroes. So, like, who knows where they would start? Would they go basic and do like blue Kaioken Vegito? Honestly, I think that would be a nice starting pick. You know, they could do Cumber, they could do Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Hello? Y'all know how much Broly sells in Dokkan. Super Saiyan 4 Broly is going to happen. Like, you know, we can get the Super Saiyan 4 category. You know, there's Xeno Gogeta, Xeno Vegito. Like, how amazing their outfits look, how big the sales and stuff would be. Like, Kaioken Super Saiyan Vegito. You know how fast global NJP would get to top grossing for Super Saiyan Kaioken Vegito? Like, it would be instantaneous. the games, people would go crazy summoning for that type of unit. And, like, you can imagine how the super attack animation would look like. That would be people's, like, and a lot of people agree. Oh, this is important. I shouldn't talk over this, by the way. But how, so, like, there's new art for BoJack movie Trunks, like, y'all saw it. And, like, this, I guess this is supposed to be taking place just before the BoJack movie. Like, right after this, they're about to go to, like, that tournament where the BoJack movie is at. So, it is also possible, I think, that rather than moving into the Buu Saga, they could do a BoJack Dokkan Fest exclusive, who BoJack does not have a Dokkan Fest event yet, and he definitely does deserve one. Honestly, that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from that movie deserves a Dokkan Fest exclusive as well. I think he could be a new movie hero category leader plus some other category. What if it was like enhanced transformation? Oh, please. But I don't think that Gohan, he's not imminent. They're not going to do like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell games, then they're going to do Future Gohan, and then they're going to do Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie. That's not going to happen. Like, they're not, there's that. I don't think that's a good idea, especially because that Gohan in Goku's outfit, that's going to be another big money card. Like, you definitely, if you're Dokkan, you want to hang on to him for a big moment. Like, I honestly think that's worthy of a dual Dokkan Fest. Gohan is just such a hype character that he's worthy of, like, all these dual Dokkan Fests. Like, especially that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, it doesn't get hyper than that. So here we go. You know, again, they're about to head off to the BoJack movie, and then, you know, boom, there we go. So I presume we will get that Trunks when we get, like, some sort of new BoJack Dokkan event stuff. But, you know, there we go. I ended up, you know, talking about what could... So I feel like I always am talking about the story events that could show up. But the big thing that I'm excited for, again, Heroes. We're probably going to get a Heroes Dokkan Fest exclusive very, very soon, man. And, like, just what are the possibilities? Golden Cooler, Golden Metal Cooler. You know, that's what the homie Garesh wants. Like, oh, just so exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up. We got the Trunks story event done. The next video I record, I'm probably going to do the 55% for Future Gohan. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all next time.